Alright guys, hello and welcome back to our journey to level 99 with the Kilika Beast. So we're going for Jupiter Sigil in Ether, but mostly experience. So we got the Guado Gories going against the Ronso Fangs, Luca Goers taking on the Kilika Beasts, and we are taking on the Owlbed Sykes. Alright, let's see what techniques we can learn here. So we are in kind of a weird situation. If you guys notice, Nizarut is in the field. We're having Nizarut in the field just to get some experience for these kind of earlier games, because he's like level 26, 27 right now, and Vorage is like level 40 something. There's a huge disparity between Nizarut and Vorage at this point, and we want to really correct that because we can't have one member of the team level 10 trillion, then the other level like zero point 0.2. Like it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. So yeah, we're gonna pass between Nizarut Kulkin. And I think we mostly are going to try to set up with Iskin for the goals here. I know we did talk about leveling up Warbite and stuff, but between Warbite and Nizarut definitely takes precedent for leveling up and just urgency, I would argue. I think he's much more important. Just because, I mean, Warbite will level up eventually, right? Right? Hopefully, maybe. Yeah. I do have kind of an interesting, not really a stat, but I was looking over our series and like how long each of them took to record and like play through. So the Ronso, what was it? I want to say the Ronso Fangs and the Luca Goers both took around 59 hours to record, 59 to 62 hours to record, and then Guadagoys are 72 hours to record, right? And then, because I can pull like the raw file data of like, that sounds so dumb. I could pull the data from the file of like how long the length is and then like run it up against all of them. But, and then we've recorded about, I think 10 hours of this series. So if our latest one is to be believed, the Guado Glories, we still have around, I think 60 some odd hours to record here. We'll see. I mean, that could definitely not be the case. I mean, it's not like a guarantee, where it's like every series is going to be 72 hours because that one Guado Glories series was. Like, that's not really how that works out. But we definitely still have a bit of time left. And not to toot my own horn here, but the Dark Matter grind, that little series I recorded that I didn't show subscribers, like I didn't upload and notify people, it took around 45 hours to record, and it was recorded in 28 days. So 45 hours of Blitzball in 28 days just for that series while I was still recording other things. I mean, that was definitely one of the most grueling experiences for Blitzball. Because, like, I love Blitzball, but it took so long to record. Like, a substantial amount of time. Just, like, in the daily day. Like, I remember one weekend I spent, like, 12 hours, which was, like, a third of the series, just recording games. It definitely took a while. But, I mean, I think it was worth it. I have encountered some issues with my HD PVR2 dying, and I can't record off the PS3 without it, or at least not with my current setup. So we're looking into alternatives. My main issue now I'm gonna get like, I don't know, more of the technical stuff. My main issue is, I think, and I could be wrong about this, I haven't really tried again, but I don't think you can record via HDMI off a PS3. I think there was like some sort of signal issue, because when I tried previously it did not work. I'm going to try with the Elgato capture card I have and see if that works. Like, maybe it will. Hopefully it will. We'll see. There should be a way to record, because if you guys have seen, I do a Final Fantasy Overpowered series. So I play through bosses at an incredibly higher level than you should be to play against bosses. And, it seems to, like, it's kind of fun. So I want to record more of that. I think I just stopped at the Wendigo. So the next boss after Wendigo will be, oh gosh, who's the next boss? I mean, it depends on what you clarify as a boss. Isaru should be the next boss. Isaru at home. But we'll see. It is funny as well because there is actually a cutscene you can break where So when you're in the Beacon Desert, right? So you're in the Beacon Desert. You wash up ashore, and then you have to face a giant bird, a zoo, or whatever it's called. So you have to face it, and you're alone with Tidus, right? And essentially, how it works is you're alone with Tidus, and then Orin and Lulu join you throughout the battle, because this thing's got a massive amount of HP, and you just can't defeat it. But if you can defeat it, it breaks some of the dialogue a little bit, and not like in a way to where like they don't say it, but the dialogue doesn't make sense. Let's go through this. A little bit of experience gain. Level up for Deem. Level 48 with more endurance, pass, block, attack, HP. Nice. But Tidus says something like, "We're good," or "We rock," or something like that. But the thing is, Lulu and Orin aren't with you, like during the battle. So it just kind of seems like he's really tooting his own horn. Like he's the only one who killed the monster, and then he's like, "We rock," and he's just like glaring down Lulu and Orin, who didn't participate at all in the fight of this monster. Now there's a few things like that. Generally, what it will do is it'll just cut the dialogue out. Like they won't say anything. Like it'll just skip their dialogue because the fight's over. Like there's nothing more to say. But this dialogue specifically triggers after the defeat of the monster, which is why you can't skip it. It's all like when the code, I guess, executes. I guess might be the right terminology. I don't know. I know my terminology might be way off. That's the problem. I just sound like just like, what is this guy even talking about? You know? No, I qualify everything in if-then statements and when. So it's like, I assume it's something like when, battle over, Q, like, quote here. Something like that, Q audio file. But yeah. No, it's kind of interesting. I know that's like, I don't know. I know that's definitely not related to Blitzball, but it's really interesting, like what some things can kind of happen. I wish there was a way to. One of the things I wish we could do is break the story game of Blitzball. If I'm correct here, I don't think you can actually modify it. So we have like the Blitzball save editors and all that stuff, and like you have these things, like you saw what I do, like I have 6 Wakas on a team against 6 Wakas on the other team, and all these sort of wacky ideas. But you can't edit the storyline game, so no matter what you do, theoretically it should always be the original Besaidal Rocks with Tidus versus the Luka Goers. So if I change who's on the Luka Goers, that doesn't change anything. The reason that would be impactful is if I could somehow add Waka to my team before he's supposed to be on the team in the storyline, you could see maybe like something happen or something odd occur or some break of the sequence. All right, we got Venom Tackle 3. That's good. Now these are all the this sounds so dumb, but these are all the thoughts that like go around in my head, like with the game and stuff. Because I've beaten Final Fantasy X a bunch. Not every which way you can beat it, but a bunch, Like, I've never done the no sphere grid run. I've never speed ran the game. Like, I've never, done that kind of stuff. But I've definitely, I've played it a lot. So, kind of think about these specific moments and what you can break in them. Because there's always going to be options to do, right? There's always going to be things you can kind of, like, the developers didn't plan on you being able to do that. So then when you do it, it's all messed up. Hey, Koiken wants a new tech. And Deem says no. That is always welcome. So now this is the tough part. I really, really, really want to pass to Nizarut, but he is clearly busy. So we're going to pull them away. I know this is getting fairly greedy, but I just really need to get Nizarut the ball. The whole reason he's here is to get experience, so I can't just, like, forgo him, But I also can't have him be encountered because he is so bad. He is not a good player, so we don't want to necessarily get completely blown out of the water with him with the ball. I guess blown out of the water right now would just be a tied game, and we don't want that at all. But yeah, No, I have other ways to record it, so I'm gonna try to revive that overpowered series. I think I have like an Elgato HD60, but I think it only does component, not or composite. I forget the mix. It does PS1 footage. Uh, I guess is the way to say that. But yeah, we got Nizarut with a level up. Kilika with Sphere Shot too. Oh my gosh. Well, Sphere Shot as well, I should say. Then HP, Endurance, Pass, Catch. Nice. It's beautiful. Zazzy Guado's contract to Guado Glorious has expired. He's going to re-sign for 33 games. That's a lot of games. We're going to see Tat's contract at the Kilika Beast expire. He's going to stay for 27 games. Kayuri's contract at Albert Sykes expired. She's back for 4. A lot of contracts. Duran back for 21. Guado Glorious win 2-0. Luka Goers and Kilika Beast tie it up with no one doing anything, 0-0. And we win 2-1. Not too bad. We're still not top scorer, but we really care about leveling up most of all. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.